Hello.
Hi, Joel and Zack here. No one else.
No, we're here with we'll call him the birthday boy, even though it's like still a few days away. But we decided, since we're not doing a bacon dip this week, we were going to surprise Ken with something. And he doesn't know what it is yet, do you, Ken?
No. He canceled a date.
Well, yeah, he canceled the date because we had this plan. We were like, just do a planning meeting. But that wasn't enough to get Ken.
Listen, it was a week off from Bacon Cell. We should have enjoyed ourselves.
And we were going to.
Oops.
Because we have a surprise for you, Ken. We're eating here. And,
by the way, we're in a white woman's Instagram right now.
Yes.
It's a white woman. Oh, look, it's my wife.
So Pork Ken,
don't say Pork Ken.
Pork Ken has been having a lot of anxiety
all day.
He doesn't know what's going to happen.
So when Joel plays a joke, he doesn't just like tell you a joke and let it hang and then be like, sorry man, here's the truth. He takes all day and gives you red herrings, right? He's an episode of Law and Order SVU, and he'll keep throwing out suspects of what possibly what humiliation he could throw your way, or my way.
But the truth is in there. And I don't think I ever flat out deceived you. I think he called it deceit with integrity. That's kind of what it was.
Yeah, Joel's method is deceit with integrity.
Yes. Let's just lay it on the table. This is where you're going to find out what we're doing. You have no idea.
So stupid.
So for your birthday.
Oh yeah, my birthday.
For your birthday.
It feels like a Joel birthday.
For your birthday. A couple things I want to talk about. Back in the day, when we used to work together at the Talking Zoo, there was a big debate. Remember what that big debate was?
Yeah.
What was it?
I'm talking about it.
Say it.
Flying versus teleporting.
Flying versus teleporting. What team were you on?
I'm now teleporting, which is weird.
But you were pretty strong. Flying. And then recently, I heard you discussing something with a coworker at your current job, where you said they asked you if you would ever go skydiving, and you said, "I think I have to once in my life, but I'm really terrified of heights, right?" And so, kids, what we're gonna do tonight? What we're gonna do?
See, we're by the point of the mountain. Have you ever seen the point of the mountain? You know what happens there? Oh.
What we're gonna do tonight is virtual skydiving.
So what's that mean?
I'll show you a video.
Because you told me that Zach saw the pictures.
So you can watch the video. Zach can put it in there in the corner.
Yeah, I'll put it in the corner.
Okay, so it's called Jump. And they're wearing squirrel suits.
Wear a flight suit. Put on captions there for you.
So you literally are putting on a squirrel suit.
You put on a flight suit.
And you're by yourself jumping off a platform.
But you put on a virtual reality helmet. It is so safe.
I'm sweaty.
It is safe. It is,
Do you have to fly?
yeah, like you control it.
It's VR.
It's a virtual reality skydiving simulation right over there in Bluffdale.
Oh, and these people are Is that the entity?
That's not the entity. Hey, Ken,
I'm like relieved, nervous. Right? Does that make sense?
because the thing about it,
You're not actually going skydiving.
there's no heights involved.
Okay.
It is virtual heights.
Can we talk about what the process was
This
today?
is soaring over California.
Remember how scared I was about soaring?
Yeah.
Like scared. And I was in a seatbelt. This is like, it looked like I'm in a giant suit and a harness that's hanging above my back.
Yes. So knowing you, I was like, Kent is very well versed in virtual reality. You have a headset.
I'm a virtual reality.
And you can do it
in fact, my guess tonight was that we were going to go to like the Void or whatever they call it, where you get helmets and fake guns and you bust ghosts.
Don't spoil Zach's birthday.
Really? I'm in.
Joel's been throwing me these things all day, and my number 2 things were no skydiving, and no hot air balloons.
This is kind of one of them.
But it's not skydiving.
Yeah, but it's
perfectly safe virtual skydiving.
I was actually expecting the big fan thing, And
Okay.
And I saw some pictures and I was like, oh, it's the band thing. And then I saw the video and I went, oh no.
So Ken said, I don't want to do these rehearsals.
Yeah, I said, hey, just in case it's iFly, which is a version of the squirrel suit, you'll fly up though, actually in a tunnel. I was like, I don't want to do that, it's awkward. There's an instructor that holds on to you, and you do this, and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is that, but no one's holding on except for right?
And you have to jump. You have to make the jump. But
Look at it! Look at it! Oh no! What have we done?
I really do have to know your height and your weight and your shirt size. That was things they actually had us do to register.
So those are the first questions Joel asked. Is all those like, yeah, what's your? And then it was like, what's your favorite color? Would you like Ferrari or Lamborghini? I was like Lamborghini. What color? Yellow. Where's the?
I like the Ferraris, by the way.
Yeah, I get that. Are you pregnant? Are you dealing with pregnancy? Yep. Are you allergic to anything? Right? Do you have heart issues? Which probably is an apt question.
Yes.
What else did you ask?
Oh, a bunch of stuff. I was really throwing out as much as I could.
The last clue he said, Zach, was Zach at first thought this was a good idea, and then he read the text from me and said, I saw the photos and I thought it was a good idea, but now that I've seen the video, I think Kent will hate us. And it scared me till now. Like I was like, really?
I really was busy and I didn't give full attention when Joel was making this request. Now I feel bad because I might have pushed back. It's going to be fun.
Hear me out.
Scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you to actually do it?
So I'm sure they're going to give me training, right?
Yeah.
Which is nerve-wracking.
And we're all doing it.
Okay, that was my next call.
All three of us are doing
The
it.
fact that we're all doing it and it's like a shared experience, amazing. Because then we can laugh about it, ha ha ha. It's not humiliating for me. Jumping will be hard.
Yeah.
Jumping will be really hard. And I know it's fake. Are you guys nervous? Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Yes.
Well, I'm nervous for you though.
Because you know that I kind of will panic a little bit.
I remember the Ferris wheel.
Yes.
And you were in a cage. So, but you were actually high up. That's the difference.
But this, like I said, this is the way to face your fears in a safe environment.
Yeah.
There's no real risk here. It's all just excitement.
Okay.
If we go fast.
I said, my question was, is there a chance I can puke on this?
You said, will you get sick?
Yeah.
Or will
Will I get nauseous? Will I get
And
nauseous?
I said, there's a chance.
Because I'll be like this.
Yeah.
Kent, how you feeling?
I'm feeling okay because it just seems like we're at like a mini mall gym. Right?
It's a very short building.
Yeah, but still,
It's a tiny baby building.
like short. Like if I was to jump off the roof, like I would get hurt. So I'm jumping off like a giant platform.
I think you'll be fine. So Ken, you were at a 6 before, and we were at the restaurant right after we told you this. What do you got now?
6.5.
Because of the sodium intake?
Yeah, I just ate so much and I have so much mayo in my tongue
Yeah.
that I feel like I'm gonna be a little sick. Truthfully.
He just was chugging mayo.
And I love mayo.
That's how he gets over his anxiety. It's actually pretty effective.
Here we go!
I think once I'm like in the air, because of the tummy pressure.
Counteracting the mayo with the ginger ale.
That's some carbonation to that mayo that a classic aioli.
Carbonated mayo. Advanced name acknowledged.
Oh, I just got scared. I seriously was picturing doing this. Yeah, I literally last night watched Fallout.
And now you're about to fall out.
The halo jump or whatever, the halo jump. And I was like, oh, that was cool. Even though he got knocked out.
Today you guys will be doing 3 jumps total. You're going to jump out of an airplane first, skydive down to this point on the mountain right here. From there, you'll base jump down to one of the 3 points at the bottom of the mountain. So you got 1, 2, and the third one over there. So you have full control over your wingsuit. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you want while you're flying. But once your parachute pulls, it's always going to bring you down to one of those landing zones.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna meet with.
Kent, what number are you at?
8.5.
8. You good, Joel?
I'm fine.
Okay. They are all set up. They are on their little meat hooks.
And then I'll have you
That right arm forward and left arm back like this. This is a right turn. And then the left turn is going to be left arm forward, right arm back like this. We did it. We're done.
Survived.
We did.
We're done.
Nice.
Ken,
So dark.
I want to hear your review.
Well, I think you put it best. Was it you or Zach who said, fake way to deal with real fears?
Yes,
Right?
it's
To face real fears.
fake way to face your very real fears.
This was something that it was a blast. When I was in the suit, it was incredibly heavy and daunting. Like my fear level kept going. Like I'm fine. Oh my gosh, I'm fine. Now they're like put both toes over the ledge, and I'm like I'm not okay. But knowing that Joel was next to me,
Because they literally have a ledge.
Yeah.
Like you walk, virtual reality's there, and there's a ledge, like you're on an airplane or whatever, or on a cliff. And then, because you do 3 jumps, we found out.
yeah, it's like from the plane, and that one's just like breezy. You're in the clouds.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, when they have you walk up to the edge, there's a physical edge you can feel with your feet because you're actually on a ledge. Ready to
And they
jump off.
correct me a few times because one, I did the tiptoe, like dip your toe in the pool, and they said can't
Do it again.
Right, so I did this like
Oh.
this, and they said your other
Tiptoe.
toe, and so I had to do this like, and I got video of Zach doing the same thing of going.
Little penguin waddle.
Zach,
Yeah.
what'd you think?
It was great.
Yeah.
My shoulder hurts though. It was
Yeah, and
really
your
heavy.
Your shoulder because
And-
when you back turn, like if you're turning right, you go all right arm, and this arm needs to stay straight like that, and that's hard to do because the suit
Turning
inflates.
Turning
It's
was really hard.
There's wind blowing against you the whole time, and like it's a lot of pressure as I was trying to move.
It drove Joel to drink.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is like my 4th ginger ale tonight.
by the way,
because-
ginger ale actually really helps.
It does help. I'll tell you this though, it is like every now and then virtual reality stuff gets me sick.
Yeah.
And I was fine here as long as I was facing forward and straight. But as soon as I had to start turning and stuff, I was like, oh no,
From
no.
what I saw, you were doing a lot of this.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, what's he doing?
Roller coastering.
Yeah.
But it was the jump was terrifying. I don't know if you guys agree, but the jump was the scariest part. Once you're flying, you're fine.
Oh, I thought the jump was easy.
Oh, man.
Okay, so
Brave.
the handles. Did you guys get them?
Oh, occasionally, I got them every time. It was just this.
2 out of 3 times I grabbed him first, but then the other time I went like this and slapped him.
Did you see them in your VR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine were like straight out,
Oh, were they?
just the whole time.
Oh,
oh.
Yeah,
That's
No,
weird.
mine
I
came
couldn't-
in dangling down to hit me in the helmet a couple times.
it was literally just me holding my hand out, going, "I hope I catch one," because they were straight out in the
Okay.
VR the whole time.
But yeah, Kent and I were able to jump together, and so Kent saw me. I never saw him.
And it's because I was back like I was like gliding, and I'm like, Joe's gonna crash. He's gonna crash.
Because apparently I was diving the entire day because I kept my head down the whole time. Because I was like,
Did you ever almost hit the rocks? Not that you can. I got as close as I could to the rocks.
There was a couple times I got close. It was weird because you could see your shadow on the ground. And
It's very
that was
cool.
trippy. I was looking like I could see.
That's why you were going so fast, because you were looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
It's phenomenal, and they have a coach like who's behind you, and he's talking in your ear. Also, so is Joel. Not for Zach though, but they're very encouraging. here.
I do feel bad about that because like Kent and I were able to be like, "Where are you at? I'm over here."
Yeah.
Can you
if,
see me?
If the 3 of us could have jumped at once,
That'd have been ideal. But they only have the
And
2
help
bays.
hands, yeah.
And I think they did send us a video, which we'll be adding here, probably at some point.
Yeah.
It's very like it's PlayStation-esque graphics kind of. Our faces don't look quite right, which is kind of hilarious. But also, I'm glad they don't add the sound on the video because otherwise you hear me going as I'm trying to turn, which is not an
it's like, where are you? I can't find you.
Yeah. But
I don't think we have futures as Blue Angels, though.
no, I think that's my extent.
Yeah.
But Kent, seeing as now it's done, your birthday present is no longer something you have to worry about happening. It's happened.
This is exactly what I thought it would be beforehand, where I said, I really hate you guys for what you're going to make me do. And then afterwards I go, I can't believe you guys made me do that. But that was freaking awesome. Because it was freaking awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
So, yeah.
So fun.
Yay.
Would you do it again? Would you do the jump set again?
With someone new every time. I would need to bring someone new. But I would go again, for sure.
But you would pretend like it was your first time, so you could be scared?
Yeah, to
Got
get
it.
them to, like, oh, this is scary.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's be honest. I would be scared every time I walked through.
And it's called Jump. Not a sponsor, by the way, but it's just Jump.
Like Van Halen.
In Bluffdale, Utah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Happy birthday, Kent.